Hello everybody and welcome back to the Video Geek Squad channel. In this video, we will be doing a review of Castmagic. It's an AI tool that turns long-form audio into evergreen content. You're able to turn your podcast or video into ready-to-use content in a matter of minutes. It's a great content creator's dream. I actually am a part of a few marketing meetups, and they were actually talking about this product inside of our marketing meetup. And when I heard them talk about it, I said, I should go take a look at this. And when I did, boy, am I so glad that I did. This little tool is very unique, and it already has about 117 reviews, and it already has 5 tacos. So it's definitely gaining some momentum, and it's also gaining some people who really like the product and the service. So let me just simply tell you and roughly go over this with you. It's where you can turn your podcast and your audio into ready to use content, as I said before. Now, it's going to be an alternative to Descript or Otter, or some of you that may be using Rev to do your SRT files and some stuff like that. You're going to find this very, very useful. And it's going to give you a transcription. It's going to give you some show notes, some summaries, as well as some social content. So it's going to give you some content like for your LinkedIn, for like Twitter posts, and it's going to give you a couple of things that you can use. And some of the quotes that it gives in here, you can even turn into tweets or some graphics or something if you want to do that. I mean, it just makes it really, really simple. What it simply does is it extracts transcripts, summaries, key topics, chapter breakdowns, and some other things inside of your podcast, and it gives you the ability to use it and to streamline your content creation. And I'm going to be making some videos inside of my private community, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys some ways to use this in a greater way. Now, you'll find a link in the description below and how you can access my free community. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, but I'm going to make sure that this is only available to the community members, because I'm going to show you some ninja things to do with this, and I'm going to make some consistent videos about how you can do certain things with some of these products. And and the reason why I'm doing that and I'm putting it on in the private group is because this is a review channel. So when it comes to ranking videos, etc., I can't put up every single video that I'd like to do, but I can definitely tell you in the private community in the next coming weeks, we're going to be really getting into a whole lot of stuff, and I'm going to show you some stuff as far as making graphics and making content and things like that. So you guys are going to want to do that, and there'll be a link in the description below. You guys are going to be able to save a lot of time. So pretty much you're able to break down your content. Now, like I said, you've got 117 reviews. The starting price is going to start at $39 for just one code. Now, let's get into a little bit here of the plans and the features, and let's sort of focus in a little bit on plans and features so we can really see what this product is going to do. Okay, now you're going to get lifetime access to Castmagic. You're going to be able to redeem your code in 60 days on all future starter plan updates, and you can stack up to 3 codes. Okay, so these are your plans and your features, and you'll be able to do that. Now, this product is pretty cut and dry, and you don't really have to get into a whole lot of stuff here. Now, you've got 3 plans here. Of course, plan number 1 is going to get you all the above features I just mentioned, plus you'll get 100 minutes per month included, 1 show, and basic content outputs. Okay, now let me just simply tell you, if you are doing a larger and longer podcast, you're going to need more than 100 words per minute. Okay, and this is the key to that, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of longer form content. And so you're going to definitely need more than 100 minutes. Now, in plan number 2, you're going to get 200 minutes. You're going to do 1 show as well. And in plan number 3, you're able to do multiple shows, and you're able to get 500 minutes per month. If I'm going to be honest with you, everybody should be going full stack on this at this particular point, because this is going to give you the most value for your buck, and you're going to be able to do a myriad of things with this. And we're going to get into that in the demo here in just a second. But I just want to let you guys know this is one of these products that is on the rise, and you definitely want to be paying attention to it so that you can take a look at it. Now let's get into the demo, and let me walk you through the software, and so that way you can see what the software actually does. All right, everybody, when you log into the Castmagic dashboard, this is what you're going to see. On the left hand side, you will see you can name your space, and I've already named this particular space, and you can click this to change it. This will also give you access to your recording. You can add individual speakers in here. So if you're doing a podcast and you have multiple speakers, you can add their names in. And when you go to edit your videos, you can tell the software who is actually speaking. So it makes it relatively easy for you to go ahead and label all of that. This is where you can get into your billing, and it'll go over some billing stuff for you, as well as your settings. Now you will see that I've already uploaded the audio file, or the video file, I should say, of the rewording.io review that I did. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys here why I think this is so cool. And in the marketing meetup that I'm a part of, we were talking about this and being able to extract content and being able to do multiple pieces of content. And this was one of the tools that somebody brought up in the marketing meeting. And I kind of felt like this was something that we definitely needed to look at and to take a look and look into a little bit more deeply. So I uploaded this. Here you can upload your file, or you can actually use a YouTube link. You can actually put a link in here, and it will automatically go ahead and break down the content for you as well, just like it would if you were uploading an audio or video file. Okay, and you can do an MP3 or an MP4, and I just downloaded and put the MP4 in here. Now this is complete. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to show you what this actually can do. Okay, so once I uploaded this particular video, it extracted the audio file. So this is the actual audio file here. Okay, so you can, and I believe that if you hit the download button, if you uploaded an MP4, it's going to give you an MP4. I'm not sure because I haven't tried to download this, but I believe that's exactly what you're going to get. Okay. All right, now you have an option to have a shareable link here. So if you have a virtual assistant or somebody who's working with you, you can actually share that with them as well here. Now, here is a very interesting thing here. What I loved about this so far is the fact that this software, first of all, took out all of the ums and the uhs in the video that you sometimes do. It automatically did that for me so that I didn't have to go back in here and do it myself. Okay, so you can actually play each individual section, and it makes it very easy for you to edit each individual section. Now, if you are not aware of the fact that you should be editing your videos like this, you first of all should be doing it. And I taught this in my YouTube know-how course many moons ago, teaching people the importance of understanding the data that is on your videos and getting the proper data into the videos and into the embedded into the actual files, because it's important for you, especially when you're looking to rank your content, etc. And so this is actually going to give you your SRT file. Okay, so you can download it as an SRT, or you can download it as a text. Now what I love is you can click on this particular button here, and it will actually allow you section by section to edit this particular video. So you can simply just read through it, and if you see any misspellings or you see anything that doesn't look proper, all you have to do is hit edit, and you can go section by section until the video is actually complete. Okay, now I'll be honest with you, if you're doing any sort of YouTube videos, this is probably the longest part, or should be now, the longest part of your process if you are, ranking videos and you're putting out consistent level of content. So you're going to do you're going to go through all of it, and you're going to download your SRT file. Okay. And so this is what I want to say about that, because you can literally go in there. Now you'll notice that it has my name here because I've added myself as one of the speakers. So once you come in here, you need to add yourself as a speaker, and then any person that it recognizes that it's speaking, it will, you can actually label that so it knows who's doing the talking. And so that's what makes it really good here as well. Okay. Now on this next section, you will see it says AI content. Now this is where it gets to be really neat and can save you an enormous amount of time. Okay. Now you can of course use some custom prompts, and I'll show you that in just a second. But in the meantime, let's focus in on the titles. The first thing that you will see is it will take your MP4 and it will give you a list of titles. Okay. Now, where could you use this? Okay. Here's where you could use it. If you have a video channel or a video page that is outside of YouTube, you could actually use these titles to also help your videos rank in the search engines amongst Google. And so this is really important for you as well. Okay. And so if you're putting this information in other spaces and places, blogs, etc., it's going to give you some titles that you can use, and you can use these titles in place of the other titles that you had. Now, something that I found to be also pretty cool and unique is it took and extracted keywords and actually extracted those things in here. Now, I don't know if it pulled this from the metadata, and I'll have to go back and look into my keywords and see, did it pull it from my keywords. But it doesn't look like it, because the way that I actually do my keywords, it doesn't look like it pulled it. But it actually gave you some keywords. So you're able to also garner some keywords as well. Then it gave you an introduction. So like if this was a podcast and you were going to do an audio or put this audio in another place, you could actually read this off as your intro and do this actually as your introduction. Now, I just find this really, really unique. Now, the time stamping, it also does some timestamps in here for you as well. And you're able to put these timestamps inside of your YouTube description, and your YouTube description, you'll have them. Now, I always put my own timestamps. And I'll tell you, the two things that take me the longest amount of time in my video production process is my timestamps and going through and making sure that everything is spelled right, and for my SRT file before I upload that. Now, this is also going to give you some discussion questions. So if you wanted to have some discussion questions, you'll have it there. It's also going to bring out for you some key topics and some bullet points. Now, because this is a review video, these are the bullet points that it pulled for me, but these are still a lot of bullet points. Look at this: importance of creativity in producing a better and different output, testing AI tools and detectors, increased use of software. So let's say, for instance, you were coming up with a course or something like this. This could even be helpful to sort of help you spark your creativity in, creating some videos for a specific thing and blog. And so that would be very good there as well. Here is your clip finder. This is going to actually take some excerpts from the video and they're going to turn it into clips. You could actually take this and you could literally, use this and it's really, really unique, and break that down. So it's really, really cool. So you can use this for that, and you can make these into, posts, Facebook posts, and all sorts of things on social media, Pinterest posts. I mean, you guys could actually use that for a lot of different ideas. And I'm going to get into that in my private community a little bit later. Now, if you wanted to create an Instagram reel, this is your reel script. So it comes out with the script for you. So all you have to do is read it and create the Instagram reel. Now, this would be really good if you were going to take this content and you were going to put this into a software and create your reel for you. It also creates a LinkedIn post for you. Now, as well as an email. Okay, so if you're trying to create an email newsletter, it'll email it out and create an email for you. Now, I used this today. I went in and made some tweaks for it for my email list, but I actually copied and pasted this and just made some changes to it and sent it out to my email list. My email list is going to actually get they'll get one email in the morning, and then they'll get this one in the afternoon to just remind them about it. And here is your Twitter thread. It's going to actually give you 16 tweets that you can actually put on. So what this has actually done is this has actually created an enormous amount of content for you that you can use in your business. All right. Now you can also use something called Magic Chat. This is where it gets into like the Chat GPT. And I don't know whether this is using Chat GPT 3.5 or 4. I'll double check on that and try to put that down in the comment section. If you do know whether this is using Chat GPT 3.5 or 4, please leave me a comment in the description down below this video, and then that way we'll know that. But this is how you can give it prompts and it can actually do certain things for you. So this is Castmagic. It is available currently on AppSumo. My advice to you is to go full stack on this one. This is one of these products where I think you're going to probably use this a lot more than you think at a later point in time. Even if you haven't gotten to the place yet to where you're doing this part in your process of your videos, trust me, you're going to do this at some point, and so you're going to want to make sure that you have this as an option and you have all of this at your disposal so that you can use it whenever you need to use it, because these titles, these keywords, these introduction, all of this is content for you that you don't need to create. The work has already been done for you. Okay, so please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Please make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the very next video.